And hello and welcome to Alex Tabletop's MTG Quick Study episode 88. Double eight. My name is Alex and let's start our 88th match. Okay, so I guess let's just start it. So we have two episodes left. So this episode and then the last one is going to be 89th episode. After an episode 89th, starting from episode 90, we will finally get to a little bit more current matches. From now on, from that episode, from episode number 90, we will start to upload things slower. We're not going to upload on super constant basis. I mean, we're going to upload one episode instead of 3 episodes per day. Of course, we will maintain the same schedule, two days a week. On Tuesdays, we're going to upload Russian episodes, and on Fridays, we're going to upload English episodes, as it usually happens. Because we have opposite streams, usually we stream Russian streams on Friday, and on Tuesday, English streams. And because of this, complete opposite in language upload for the episodes. English ones on Friday and Russian ones on Tuesday. So either way, quick reminder that MTG Quick Study is a series on one-match episodes that focuses on learning from matches by watching and trying to analyze them. One of the reasons to focus first on quantity of the matches instead of the quality was to just basically produce quite a lot of matches as a part of MTG Quick Study. It doesn't mean that it didn't meant that when I recorded those episodes, I wanted to just basically stamp lots of pointless episodes. No, but it actually kind of turns out that way for some reason, because we actually produced so many episodes and most of them were kind of pointless at some point. Although I still wanted to learn from all those episodes. For me, it was kind of a testing ground. Again, when I started MTG Quick Study a couple of months ago, the idea was to just basically introduce a quick format of matches, because the only thing that I have on my Alex Tabletop's YouTube channel is lots of long videos, like streams and lots 2-hour 4-hour streams and etc., and not that many episodes that basically are short. And in order to basically create a balance for it, I decided to create lots of short matches, and for a long time it worked. But the more I uploaded, the more I understood that I need to focus more a little bit on quality, and instead of producing like six episodes per week with mediocre quality, it's better to actually work on better episodes with just better quality. And because of this, I basically decided, okay, we need to push. So this is, by the way, a bluff. I'm hoping that opponent will block. Of course, opponent is not going to, and I probably shouldn't attack Karn. Karn is not that big of a deal here. It's not going to produce that many threats, but still, hopefully, opponent is not going to get anything to do. To remove Tendership Dried from game, although there is a possibility that opponent might have something massive to remove every creature from the battlefield. I don't get what type of deck we're playing against. It seems like a Zorius deck, but I don't know what it's all about. I mean, we see Karn, we have Syncopate, which counters the spells. We have card with First Strike and enchantments and equipments on a battlefield. I don't know. Okay. So yeah, starting from episode 90, we will. This match is pretty long, so we're going to talk a lot. I mean, this match probably about 20 minutes or so it's going to be a long one. So, oh damn it, this is pretty bad. Probably shouldn't attack with Poison Departure though. Yes, this was one of the biggest misplays of this match, because closer to the end, it's going to matter so freaking much. Damn. Losing Poison Departure was the key, will be the key. You will know what I'm talking about later. Like, I kind of remember this match pretty well. This is one of the matches that I was... I'm not going to say that the result of the match, but again, this match was pretty sick. And this misplay basically did a lot of things to this match. Basically, it resulted in a lot of things. If I would kept this guy in play, match would turn out completely differently. So yeah, sometimes you see your mistakes a little bit later in the game, sometimes you see mistakes early in the game, and considering the fact that this game is going to be a long one and my deck is relatively slow, opponent's deck is relatively slow, our mid game, early game and late game is a little bit different. I mean, for aggressive deck, turn 2-3 considers a early game. For us, turn 4-5 it's an early game. So kind of that. Okay then, so I'm still feeling pretty fine considering the fact that, like, one of the things that I probably should do is like I should push opponents with Saprolinks, and I kind of I think I need to consider to use Phyrexian Scriptures on it right here. And of course we're not... oh yeah, we have to pay now additional cost each time that we're attacking. Bluffing, surviving, pressing. Opponent doesn't have that many creatures, so far it's kind of seems everything is fine. I mean, we have 26 life, we continue to grow in life, we continue to grow Saprolinks. Hopefully opponent is not going to get Mass Removal any soon, because Mass Removal is going to kill us. Cleansing Nova is basically going to destroy us. Oh snap, opponent takes control of our Tendish Dry. This is the worst case scenario. So I probably should think about using Phyrexian Scriptures next turn. Putting it on a Slimefoot, making sure that Slimefoot will survive. We also will drain quite a lot of lives from the opponent. Let's just hope that opponent is not going to counter Phyrexian Scriptures next turn. Starting to produce Saprolinks it's the only reason for that is if I'm going to use Phyrexian Scriptures. Yep, I definitely have to do it. Opponent is not going to be able to use Syncopate on us, so opponent discards exactly that. So, oh, sick, opponent lost off. So yeah, definitely have to play Phyrexian Scriptures. I still don't know what this deck is all about that opponent is playing, so like I can't necessarily predict what opponent could do. This is probably some version of the control combo slash deck. So right here, it's probably not a good idea to attack. One of the reasons why I'm attacking, because I know that my creatures will die next turn. So because of this, I just decided to press opponent and deal some type of an extensive damage. Yes, it's better to actually attack in the face instead of attacking Karn. More damage is going to be dealt. Of course, I could basically just choose attack with all and then deselect Slimefoot, but I believe there is a shortcut to attack faster, because I saw that some people actually use this shortcut to attack super fast. Okay, we'll gain lots of lives with that. We didn't lose all Saprolinks, but hopefully opponent is not going to be able to remove Phyrexian Scriptures. We could wait with Phyrexian Scriptures, but the problem is that Thunderstruck Drive will just basically produce too many Saprolinks and we're going to die because of it. So the main idea here is to make sure that opponent is not going to... Oh, please. Okay, opponent exiles the top card of the library. I still don't remember what this card is doing, the one that opponent is using now. I kind of forgot what it's doing. Okay, opponent decides to push because next turn is going to be a death. I don't believe that opponent has anything here. It's better to block with Slimefoot. And also produce Saproling in order to drain opponent a little bit better with the death of Saprolings. So yeah, now everything is going to be destroyed. Cool. Will deal quite a damage to opponent. Funny thing is that in order to kill opponent, we need to just basically attack twice. And considering the fact that we have 30 lives, I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're winning this one. I mean, but come on. But you will see, next turn is going to be a complete change in direction. I mean, one freaking life left. We have 31. If opponent will be able to utilize a comeback, this is going to be a crazy one. Exile all normal and permanents that aren't legendary. Oh no, opponent takes lots of turns now. So now the strategy of this deck is finally revealed. So with one life, taking a lots of turns, opponent now has the opportunity to... Probably should create this one first. To basically survive. I believe opponent has something that could regain life. I still don't know what exactly this deck is all about. Opponent has lots of cards in exiled by Karn. So opponent brings back a mass removal. We're not going to lose all of our creatures. Now we will. Yeah, things are starting to get worse and worse. But I still believe that we will be able to win. Again, the only thing that we need is one freaking card that could deal 1 damage to opponent. We have 4 copies of Vicious Rumors that hopefully we'll get, but instead we're getting mana flooded here. It's pretty annoying. So each turn that we're not getting a card that potentially we could put in play and create a certain threat, we're losing. So again, 1 life. 1 freaking life. I wish we didn't attack with our Archer, Poison Tip Archer. If we wouldn't attack with our Poison Tip Archer, it would be a completely different story now. Because after mass removal, if Poison Tip Archer would survive till mass removal, even if it not, we still would have more, like, we would still dealt more damage by just having an Archer in play. So here we basically find ourselves in a pretty weird situation. No matter what we're going to get now, we're not going to be able to target opponent because Shalai gives opponent hex proof. So even if we will get a Vicious Rumors, we're not going to be able to use them. And if opponent is going to put another Shalai in play, which is a pretty high possibility, it's not a legendary creature, we're basically done. And opponent also steals Thunderstruck Drive from us, which is an even perfecter situation, if you can say it like that, which you can't. Also, the only card that we have is Darkfield Prisoner, yes with Flash, which will be able to cast and kind of protect ourselves and kill creatures on attack, we're still not going to be able to utilize because we can't block Etrata, we can't block flyers, so it's basically virtually pointless to cast the Dire Fleet Prisoner. And basically opponent now stays at 1 life freezed, and we have nothing to turn this thing around. I mean, the only thing that could work would be probably so right here I have to push and try to kill Shalai. 100% opponent is going to sabotage it because we see sabotage in opponent's hands. So, yep. So I'm still hoping that we're going to get a proper card and actually turn this thing around, but a couple of turns and we're done. Like, next turn but probably will survive. Maybe not. It's kind of already enough damage, like 6, 9, 11. But yeah, 2 turns and we're done. So now it all comes down to what we're going to get, and the problem is, yes, we still will be able to block at least 1 creature. I doubt that opponent will attack with Thundershoot Dryad. It's better to keep her intact. She has more. Sorry about that. Kind of sneezy. What? Target creature, planeswalker card from your graveyard on the battlefield under your control. Disrupt the 2 target creatures on planeswalkers. Exile that one, which is pretty cool. So attack with Thundershoot Dryad kind of seems weird because the opponent is like Thundershoot Dryad has more value if you're going to stay in defense. But again, the opponent has counter spells regardless, so even me trying to cast Dire Fleet Prisoner not going to change much. Yes, I'm going to kill Thundershoot Dryad. Big deal. I wish I had Poison Tip Archer in play. And of course the Fairy. Yep, so now we definitely don't have a chance. Pretty complex deck that we played against. I mean, it has a lots of things, but as you see, it works pretty fine. Oh, this is perfect. I mean, how good it would be if we had something that could give us life. Actually, Vicious Rumors actually don't target a player. I believe Vicious Rumors work okay. Of course, Devious Cover Up. So again, our last hope got destroyed. It would be a pretty decent blocker and we would be able to survive. No, we wouldn't, because there's just too many creatures here. So yeah, it's a shame. We lost match that we actually supposed to win because we misplayed early in the game. Who knew? Because again, this is one of the problems, like, I didn't know my opponent's deck. I truly didn't know what opponent could play at that time. Even right now, played against this deck, I didn't know what this deck was all about. And this is one of the coolest parts about Magic, when your opponent plays the deck that is not necessarily a meta game deck. I mean, yes, this deck had a lot of meta game cards, but it has a lot of cards that meta game is not supporting necessarily. And because of this, it's basically we had a lot of surprises that basically resulted in me not being able to predict this deck well, and yeah, and because of this, I kind of made a lot of hasty decisions that basically made me lose. Either way, on this weird note, we're going to end this episode. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a boost. If you want more, subscribe and set the bell note to be a part of MTG Study live sessions. Join us, join our streams here at Alex Tabletops. Have a nice day or night, and see you in the next episode. Bye.